What's up, YouTube, and welcome to Travel Adventures with Eric B. I'm Eric B, and today I'm going to talk about 12 things that you should know before you come here to French Quarter Fest in New Orleans, Louisiana. Let's get the adventure started. Welcome to Travel Adventures with Eric B. I'm Eric B. If you're new here, I offer travel advice. I'm a solo traveler and I do vlogs to help you travel better and more efficiently. About French Quarter Fest is, it started back in 1984 as a way of getting the locals to come out to the French Quarter. And also with French Quarter Fest, Thursday and Friday usually tends to be the most local days, and mostly tourists show up on the weekend. I would say Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's 4-day festival. Definitely Saturday and Sunday, there's a lot of tourists, but Thursday's a day more. The locals will be here. It'll be a little bit less busy, though, because a lot of times there won't be as many tourists. Thursday's not as busy, of course, as the weekend days, but the history says it started back in 1984, and it's absolutely free. That's my favorite price. If it's free, it's for me. Next thing you should know about French Quarter Fest is that it kicks off at 10 o'clock a.m. on Thursday from Bourbon Street. From the 200 block, there's a parade that leads on to the French Quarter Fest, which starts at 11 o'clock a.m. And every day it goes from 11 o'clock a.m. to 8 o'clock p.m. And the stage across the way by Jackson Square clears out at 7 o'clock p.m. Still open along the river, some stages. So they do stay open all the way to 8 p.m. But if you go into Jackson Square, 7 p.m., it shuts off. But 11 o'clock in the morning, 11 a.m., be here, be square. First thing you should know is that French Quarter Fest happens in mid to late April. So in mid-April in New Orleans, the weather can be a lot of things. Right now it's about 75 degrees, but it can be really, really hot in mid-April. It can be not too bad. It might have a cold front some years, so you don't really know what to expect. But I think 75, 80 degrees is a good parameter of what you can expect here. Not too brutal. It'll get really brutal by the time May starts. It'll be completely brutal by the time June starts, but it's usually not too bad around this time. But be prepared for all different types of weather if you come here for French Quarter Fest. Make sure you're reading that 10-day forecast to get ready. Next thing you should know is you should know about the parking. Depending on when you come, if you come here earlier in the week or you come in the morning time on Thursday or Friday, parking's not too bad. You may luck out and find some cheap park and find a meter parking during the day or find a spot to pull in for free. But if you're a tourist, I wouldn't trust it. I would just go ahead and pay. So what you're looking for, what you're going to be expecting to see in terms of parking, you're going to probably be looking at around $15 for an hour, $30, maybe $25 for two, 30 something for three, 45 for four, and so on, all the way up to $130 for 24 hours. But there's also deals where if you park a little further away, you can pay $25 and stay longer. So there's lots of different price ranges with the parking, but just know the parking is not cheap unless you can find it somewhere. I personally recommend, if you're looking for a cheaper parking, maybe you should find somewhere else in New Orleans to park where you can leave your vehicle, maybe catch Uber or maybe catch the streetcar. The streetcar is a good bet. Catch the streetcar here. Streetcar is always cheap. I think it's $1.75. I'm going to look it up to make sure, but I think it's $1.75. You should know is there's tons of food and tons of liquor here. There's over 69 vendors this year, 15 new ones added this year. So you come here looking for food, mostly reasonably priced between 10 to 15 bucks, and lots of beer, which you get between about 8 and 10 bucks. And also, you know, there's the mixed drinks and the liquor and everything like that you can also get. So you can come here and have a really good time. It's free to get in. So if you're good to not spend as much on the parking, you'll be in good shape to enjoy yourself and get some food, get some drink, and have a great time. Next thing you should know about French Quarter Fest, a little different than Jazz Fest. Jazz Fest has a lot of the local musicians as well, but you also have a lot of big acts like the Rolling Stones and Nelly and the Foo Fighters and people like that. But when you come to French Quarter Fest, you got all local artists, and it's a ton of local artists here for French Quarter Fest, for 300 local acts to be exact. So definitely, if you like the New Orleans style music, you may not know a lot of the artists, you may know a few, but you'll definitely enjoy yourself here. I'll have a good time. They say they bon temps roulette. The next thing you should know before you come to the French Quarter Fest is one that should be really, really obvious, and that the art is phenomenal. The art is phenomenal in the French Quarter all the time in New Orleans. But you come here, you want to buy some art, some paintings or something like that, this is definitely the time to come here during the French Quarter Fest because there's so many vendors out selling amazing art, beautiful art everywhere. So save room in your bag to take something home and enjoy some of the amazing art that you'll find down here in the French Quarter during French Quarter Fest. Thing you should know about French Quarter Fest is, especially if you show up on the weekends, it's going to be packed. It's going to be a lot of people, especially Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, but you kind of know that when you come down to for an event like this to New Orleans and the French Quarter, it's always going to be busy. So if you're one of those people you don't like big crowds, you know, this may not be the thing for you, but it's a place to go have a great time, enjoy some fun music, and it's going to be a lot of people here. A lot of people show up when it's a fun event. Next thing you should know about French Quarter Fest is that it is indeed in the French Quarter. So mostly happens on the riverfront by Walden Park and along the Mississippi River, but also in the Jackson Square across the way is a big stage. So I mentioned that it starts on Bourbon Street at 10 o'clock a.m. with the parade, but nothing else is on Bourbon Street, but it's right along the area. It's in the French Quarter. So, of course, that makes sense. It is French Quarter Fest, y'all. And if you enjoy this type of content, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you keep coming back for more, because I got content on this channel from all over the world. Definitely here in New Orleans and in the French Quarters in Louisiana, but all over the world. So make sure you hit that like button, people. Smash it! Opening day, it starts at 11 like it does every day. At 10 o'clock, there's a parade to start it on the 200 block of Bourbon Street. So unfortunately, I didn't get here early enough to catch the parade. But yeah, it starts an hour before the beginning of it all.
Next thing you should know about French Quarter Fest, I know I sort of touched on this briefly earlier, is that it's absolutely free. I didn't go too deep into it, but that's probably the best thing, because my favorite price is free. It is absolutely free to go to French Quarter Fest in New Orleans. It's a 4-day festival, so just make sure that you have everything planned out and you're prepared to see everything you can see and catch all the little shows and everything for free. They offer VIP packages you can go do for different experiences and all of that, but it is absolutely free. And that's number one thing you probably need to know, is that, you know, hotels and all that kind of stuff you're gonna have to pay for, and all the planning that goes around it. But just to go to it, it's absolutely free. And if it's free, it's for me. Next thing you should know about French Quarter Festival is you should definitely download the app. The French Quarter Festival app is available for Android as well as for iOS. In the French Quarter Fest app, you can organize your entire trip. You can basically pick your favorites, what you're going to do here or there. It'll give you all the reminders and everything. So you can organize it. You can see what artist is going to be on what stage and what time. You can also see things like the different food, what's available, the different venues to check out the food. There's a map on there showing you how to get to everything. Like I said, there's all events there where you can save which events you're going to go to. You can see who's playing where. You can just pretty much organize your entire time at the French Quarter Fest through the app. So it's a great way to get organized if you're going to be here for all 4 days.
And that's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I ask that you please hit the like, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the bell notification so you can know when I have more videos coming out. And as always, remember, live today, grow today, tomorrow's never guaranteed. Peace and travel. Lots and lots of travel.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like, share, subscribe button. Leave any comments below. I love to interact. And if you would like to help the channel continue to grow, please consider hitting that join button and becoming a member of the Peace Corps and help us to continue to grow as a travel community.